All right. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you located. Excited about another episode here of the Coaches Code podcast. So wherever you are, man, make sure y'all logging in. Excited to have you. Excited to have y'all. Thank y'all for coming in with me on tonight. So I told y'all I had a surprise tonight. As y'all know, this Saturday on March 29th. At the Centenary Gold Dome, we are hosting our first inaugural Coaches Code Clinic. Very, very excited about the group that's going to be coming in to support, man, and to make this a success, y'all. I've been busting my tail. I'm tired. I'm tired, but I want to make this a top tier event. It's the first of many, of course, and definitely looking forward to this opportunity to share. And just want to tell y'all a little bit about the Coaches Code and what it is and what's going on. And we're going to jump in and give y'all this surprise we got for you tonight. So definitely going in the right direction with the lineup that we have. Things tend to, sometimes change. And, in church we say God always have a ram in the bush. And so we're excited about that. And so I want to take a moment here to, as y'all can see, the Coaches Code Clinic this Saturday, March 29th at Centenary Gold Dome from 9 to 3 in their beautiful new auditorium they have inside the Gold Dome. I want to thank Centenary and thank Coach Chris Dorsey and Janike Robinson for getting everything set up for us to be able to have this event on their campus. And we're going to jump right into this thing, man. We're going to jump right into it. I am very, very excited about, just so y'all know, I'm going through these slides because I'm a rookie. So my book that I wrote that's called The Complete Coach comes from this framework called the Coaches Code. As you can see there on the screen, the Coaches Code is an acronym. The acronym stands for C, Coach with Purpose, O, Optimize Team Dynamics, D, Drive Success Through Well-Being, and E, Empower Through Modeling. This is a framework that over the course of my 2 decades in coaching that I feel like the Lord placed on my heart to help give me some direction in the way that I coach and my approach. And I'm definitely grateful that I've been able to be around for 2 decades. It's crazy. Hey, baby, how you doing? And my wife just came in hanging out with me. So I'm happy we're having fun tonight. So that's the Coaches Code framework. Like I told you, my book that's coming out, the Complete Coach came out in October. And very, very excited about that. It's been selling pretty good. And this workshop that we're doing comes out of this book. And then also newly just released is the workbook that goes along with it called the Complete Coach Workbook. That there you're able to take. It's called the Strategies and Action Workbook, where we take the concepts inside of the Complete Coach and the Coaches Code. And as a coach and as a leader, you can take those and put them into the workbook and start to open up your philosophy and your mindset and your approach to different aspects of coaching. So right now, I'm getting ready to introduce to y'all one of our guest speakers that supposed to be joining us, but we had a change of plan. I'm going to go ahead and grab him. I'm going to let y'all see my guy here on the screen. And Coach Corey Deans was definitely looking forward to having him, but definitely had some unforeseen circumstances. And so the surprise to replace Coach Deans, my friend and brother, known him for a long time, over 20 years, love and respect him, and he'll never back out on anything on me. So he definitely had something that came up he had to take care of. But man, I guess it don't get any better by being able to invite this young gentleman, one of our brothers, Coach Justin Collins over at Bossier High School, one of the premier coaches in the state of Louisiana, just like Coach Deans. And man, so like I said, I appreciate the Lord having a ram in the bush for us. And so he is going to be stepping in on our session on middle school development. And so we're excited to have. And so tonight, guess what, y'all? Man, y'all wouldn't believe that. Look at here, man. Got the whole crew on here. Got the whole crew. We got Coach Deans.
What's going on,
we're excited to What's up, man? How you doing, man?
I can see this really divine, man. You got a replacement that's better than what you had at first, man. So yeah, man. I'm excited now, man. I was kind of disappointed, man, because try to work. I got another event, man. Had to try to work it out, man, and no way I could spin it, man, to where to work out, man. So I had to just, you know, had to choose one, and I kind of down. But now we got to see Coach Collins here, man. Man, that's better, man. They got to upgrade. Yeah, so.
Oh man, right. Look here, man. Both of you guys are, man, and both of you guys are amazing, man. You both amazing coaches. It's a blessing that I have to have a genuine and authentic relationship with the both of you. And so, man, like you said, to be able to have somebody that caliber to come in and fill in, bro, it's it's pretty doggone cool, man. So everything kind of worked. I hate you ain't gonna be there though, man. God, dog, but it's kind of it roll, you know.
You gotta be in Baton Rouge, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I definitely understand. So, Coach Collins, man, welcome aboard, Mr. Coach Extraordinaire. You got your mic on?
Well, that's not cool.
Man, we can't hear you, man.
Man, it's just, it's iPhone, man. I don't know. I ain't got the latest iPhone. You can hear me now?
Okay, there we go. We hear you now. Welcome aboard, man.
You hear me, man?
Can you
hey,
hear
man.
Corey, he tripping.
Glad to be here, brother.
There you go. There we go. We got you now. Corey, is Corey still there? We good to go,
yeah,
Corey?
I'm here, man.
All right, good deal, man. Well, so y'all, all we doing, we just wanted to come in tonight and just make this announcement. Like I said, Coach Deans is gonna
so y'all can hear me.
Yeah, yeah, and so man, yeah, Coach Deans won't be able to be available, man. But we just wanted to come in, and we still want to just talk a little bit about the topic that's going to be that Coach Collins is going to lead us out on, and just let kind of Coach Deans and Coach Collins kind of chop it up a little bit about this subject, because for two young men who have proven to be program builders, they really have a good idea on what it takes to build programs, not only just from their level from 9th to 12th, but then from the incoming 6th to 8th graders that when they come in incoming 8th graders. So it's a lot that goes into it in order to build high school programs, and the middle school section is so important. And I think sometimes I can honestly say this, this is our hometown. I think sometimes we skip over that portion. And so with that being said, man, I just want to, just let you guys kind of jump into it, man. Y'all, we'll be sharing about that subject. And y'all, I want you all to share. We'll start off with you, Coach Deans. Why is this stage so important in an athlete's development? And what are some common mistakes coaches or programs make during this time? Why is it important, and what are some of the mistakes that middle school coaches are making?
Well, it's important because at this stage in middle school, they don't have a lot of bad habits already. And if you allow them to play and do exactly what they see on TV, or they watch a lot of NBA, they don't watch the college game. The college game kind of translate better to the high school than the NBA. So they see them high level guys that's uber athletic, and they trying to slow step and side step 3-pointers. And these guys watching these pros do this, if they don't have the fundamentals in middle school, and then you talking about 7th, 8th, 9th grade coming in, by the time they get to the varsity level, you're not gonna be able to run any set. You're not gonna be able to do anything because they don't have the foundation. And then now you spending a year or 2 years breaking habits, and then trying to rebuild them up, instead of, if they get taught the fundamentals in the middle school, now all you're doing is enhancing what they're doing instead of trying to correct bad habits. And you actually like, you get the 9th grader who never played basketball before, right? It's easy to train them for varsity, if they never played before, then they have been played in a bad middle school program and got a lot of bad habits. So now, you trying to fit. I had a kid in the gym the other day. I fixed his shot, trying to make it make the L and follow through at the high point and hold it, follow through. He said, "Coach, this feels so bad." Yes, because you've been doing it wrong for so long, it actually feels bad. So he's fighting it. Now I got another kid that never played before, and I take him, show him how to do to make the L. It's not a fight anymore because that's the only thing he know how to do right now. So that's. And what was the second question? Yeah.
And then when it comes down to, you know, because we don't mind talking on here. When it comes down to the coaches at that level, what are some of the mistakes that you've seen from the players that you've coached that the coaches at that level have made some mistakes that we can talk about to, you know, to try to help understand what should they be focusing on at the middle school level to get them ready for.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what they do. You watch, if you watch coaches now, they plan to win. In middle school, whoever got the best athlete gonna win the city. Whoever got the best athlete gonna win the local tournaments and all that stuff. They gonna put all the athletes, they gonna put them in the big 2-3 zone, and they'll come out and trap at half course. They'll send the top two guys up, trap it, then they'll throw it to the wing, they'll trap it again, and then they trap. Then they take that same philosophy. These kids didn't lose a game in middle school. Why they can't win in high school? When high school, if you're gonna sit there in that big 2-3 zone and try to trap, you gonna have people that know how to break the press. You gonna have people put their best athletes in the middle of the floor. They're gonna get it to their best athlete, and now they're gonna be playing 3-on-2, 2-on-1 on the backside, and you're gonna get killed. And now you're gonna start trying to teach them how to play man to man. Over the years, I had kids that coming from them same program. You try to teach them man to man, they're the top guard. Their man make a cut. They still go in that area, and they man underneath the goal make a layup.
Yeah.
That's all they know how to play is guarding the area instead of guarding the man.
Hey, then in high school he dunked on.
Yeah,
he dunked on.
He dunked on. Yeah, and then you can't play them. And then you can't play them guys because you like, man, okay, you're not really ready to play at this speed. Now you the worst coach because, man, this guy athlete, he can't even find a minute for him on the court.
Yeah.
Well, his plus minus is he'll negative 32 on the court. I can't play him right now because unless I'm gonna go back and play that big 2-3 zone and still get killed.
Yeah. Man, you hit it right on the head. There ain't no argument with that, man. What about you, Coach? What about you, Coach Collins, man? What about you? What are some things that you picked up on? And you've been able to win titles and play at a high level, but what are some things you had to fight through, you know, when it comes down to, you know, incoming 8th graders?
Well, and you can't use your left hand and your right hand equally. You should be able to make right hand layups, left hand layups, dribble up the court full speed, right handed and left handed comfortably, or you behind the curve. I think where we have failed the kids at is for and that level, like Coach Dean said, we take the best athlete, the bigger, stronger guy in 8th grade, 7th grade, 6th grade, whatever grade is. But all jump up straight, jump up and down. I know fade away. This basic stuff that you should learn. Really, you should be the master at it almost when you get out of high school. When you get out of middle school, you come to the high school level. And so what you find yourself is reteaching kids that's teenagers going to high school stuff they should have been taught when they were 10, 11, 12 years old. And that's just the skill set. How to pass, dribble. That's a problem. And I think we fail the kids on that. The best time to learn, man. My son, he's 10 years old. And it's like they at that age they learn more. They learn faster. And you get them at age where they won't develop a bad habit. Once you get a bad habit, man, it's tough. It's tough to break it. And what I've dealt with, I have had some real athletic guys in middle school. They athletic in middle school, and they're really good in middle school. And then they come to high school, and it's just size-wise. So, I think we need to focus on the skill, just the basic fundamentals, man. And
so how do y'all
in the offense and the cutback?
How do y'all think we get that message across?
Well, it's very
simple,
you
finish? Man.
You just tell the people who coaching the young kids, man, you need to go ahead and read the book, man. They need to learn.
Well,
like, dude, you didn't make, so if you're a youth coach, middle school coach, whatever coach, your main goal should be teaching you guys how to play the right way. The right way. Okay, what's the right way? You got to be able to dribble, shoot, pass, and also play defense.
Okay. All right. So you hitting on something. Now I had a conversation.
When we were coming up, we were taught how to play the defense first.
Okay, so right. So I had a conversation with our big brother, Coach Bush, a few years back, talking about what we said. We was like, man, you know what? Do people actually know what that means?
Yeah.
Do we know what that look like? But it go back to what Coach Dean was just saying. He was saying also, what's your purpose? What's your motive to win the 9-year-old city championship? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or to actually help those kids develop and learn how to play the game. You see what I'm saying? You see the mentality that we have with it. You know what I'm saying? Is it just to say, oh man, we win the Little League championship every year because I got the best athletes, or man, I want these kids to be really good in high school, so I'm gonna take the time out to learn how to teach these skills so they can be really good, in junior high school, and going on to the next level. I think that's where the conversation really comes down, because we got a lot of people that's giving their time up, man. And I know people mean well, but we're talking about what are we trying. When I coached in middle school, my goal was not to win the city championship. My goal was I wanted my guys to be varsity ready when they was in 9th grade. Like literally, I wanted any kid that came from me to be varsity ready when they made. And now, if they wasn't, they just wouldn't. But that was the goal. You see what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to do. And
I got a solution.
Okay.
I got a solution. Now, if we gonna tell the coaches, hey man, it's not about winning, it's about development. Then what are their incentives for doing it? I think that we should get the middle school coaches and add them to the high school staff. And that way they can get them kids and they can be around them kids and win a district title and win a state title with those kids. And then they can see that they can get a chance to enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Okay.
Develop them the right way for middle school, and then high school you can join the staff too, the high school staff, and then you get to reap the benefits of your kids.
Okay, so now, so where does that come from?
Well,
because in our district, we only pay one assistant coach.
Well, you got what you call it, a booster club account. So you can pay the additional coach out the booster club account. Just do the fundraise, the red zone, the snap with Miss Diamond Willis. She do a good job with that fundraising. It's not hard to raise a couple dollars, man. And I know car wash is old school, but they got discount cards. You can fundraise enough, man, to pay a coach a little stipend, man, to come in, because they doing their middle school, they get the middle school stipend anyway. And then for the time middle school over with, they ain't got but a few games with you anyway. So I mean, it ain't got to be a full stipend. It's get their regular stipend they got in middle school, and then pay them for when they come over when they season over with and come up with the high school for the rest of that season.
I got you.
Hey, that's a great idea. That's a great
idea.
But here's the but.
Go ahead.
You know them kids that go to that middle school ain't gonna come to your high school.
Well, then this is what I'm saying. Let's have true feeder schools. You gotta have true middle school, man. True feeder schools. If well, they ain't gonna never do that anyway because they doing it for. I mean, they say academics, but if you're not zoned to come to that middle school, you should go to the middle school you zoned to.
Well, that's how it used to be, but times have changed.
Times have changed.
What times haven't changed for everybody though, because Ruskin's still doing it that way. You got all the Baton Rouge schools still doing it that way. You got the Monroe schools doing it that way.
Man, I mean, we having this conversation here, and we bringing out these points.
Try to do that. We try to get coaches. What we try to do is build a relationship with our feeder school, Western Middle School, and that's like assistant coaches go over there and spend time over there and kind of try to explain or show the coaches what we run at the high school level, so they can somewhat be on the same page.
Okay.
With both, if y'all can hear me.
Okay.
The skill development. Because to me, as a head coach, your job is to coach the team. It's your job to help them with their skill set.
Okay.
That's individual stuff. My biggest thing was they're not skill sets. The skill sets don't match up with the age, man. If you 14, 15, and you can't use both hands, you behind the curve. And I'll be so close to tell them don't even worry.
Okay.
Because you behind the curve, man. You behind the curve.
Yeah.
You can't make a left hand layup. You behind the curve.
Well, I'd have been to middle school games, and I'd have heard middle school coaches tell the kid, "Hey, man, just go ahead and get the point, man. Don't worry about using the left hand. We want them 2 points. Go ahead and use the right hand on the left side. You'll figure that out next year."
It'll be your last middle school. It'll be your yeah.
Well, I mean, so with that, man, we're saying some good things here, and this is one of the things that even the clinic that I'm having on Saturday and the resources I'm making available, you're gonna hear me start talking about volunteer coaches more at the little league level, in middle school, and trying to appeal, to that group with administrators and ADs, because everything y'all saying all comes down to saying making sure we're together. That's it. That's the main thing that we're trying to do, because like we're here in Shreveport, Bossier. Okay, now let's give a little history lesson. Now in Bossier Parish, the only state championships in basketball that exist are in Bossier High School. As basketball central.
Okay.
And we love it. You got Russian over there. There's some of the kids that use the M&M transfer to go to COAD. Some of them come back to Bossier and play ball. Okay? And that's cool. Now in Caddo, this is going to blow y'all minds, and I hope we got people listening. There are 3 state championships in Caddo Parish since 1980. That's 45 years. 45 years. 3 titles. 1980 Woodlawn. 1994 C.E. Bird. 2006, Fair Park High School. It's been 19 years since the last state championship was won in Shreveport.
I thought Woodlawn boy won it.
Runner up.
I'm talking about with Lewis Ellis no more now.
No. That group, that's Lewis Ellis' daddy.
That's what I'm talking about, his daddy.
That was 1980. It was
1980.
It was 1980. 1980. Woodlawn 1980. C.E. Bird in 1994 with Leon Murray and Patrick Yoder and that crew. And then 2006 with Smooch and LB and Mark Jackson and them cats. You see what I'm saying? So that's 3 titles since 1980. Yeah. And Shreveport have been loaded. Now, mind you, I can get in trouble for saying what I'm saying. All I'm doing is talking about a fact. Because I'm in that mix right now. I'm in the mix myself. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't won one. Bozer, Justin, you'd have been a part of some great history. Corey, you won one in Natchitoches Parish. The first one in your school history down in Campton. You know what I'm saying? Been a lot of talent come through there. All I'm saying is,
Coach, only one of the boys now.
Exactly. and all I'm saying is with that is it's like what this is why we having this is why it's an important conversation and why the bridge needs to come together on what are we trying to accomplish as a whole. Because I know I lived in Natchitoches Parish, and there's a lot of pride that went when Lakeview won state and when Natchitoches Central won state. The city was excited about it because they all were involved in the development of those kids with those little leagues and everything they had coming up through middle school. You know what I'm saying? Even the kids in Natchitoches, you have 3-4 middle schools and they coming together at Natchitoches Central and they coming together to win. And like I said, right now for us, it's like the conversation between the bridging that gap between middle and high school. It's a real conversation. It's a real conversation. So like I said, Coach Collins, you over there, I guess you could say y'all got a well-oiled machine going. You know what I'm saying? But in Caddo, we struggling. And there are other places like Caddo we struggling where there's a disconnect between the middle and the high schools. You know what I'm saying? So that's why this subject is so important.
Let me ask you this. Do you think, and I don't hope I hear me, is it with the adults? I don't think it's the kids. I think it's the adults.
Mm-hmm. I mean, C.O.D.E, what'd you say?
And I think until we come together as one, and Shreveport and Bossier, and I know they always talk about representing 318 and this and that versus everybody, but are you really talking that? Are you really walking the or whatever they call it in this area? And this city ain't big enough for 15 different teams.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
15 different teams.
That's big.
That's something that needs to be discussed about coming together. Let's just do this thing together. Whoever wants credit for this and that, I don't know that that makes us sleep better at night. That's my son, that's my kid. I did this, I did that. Who cares? As leaders and coaches and adults, our kids are gonna have they're gonna be a step behind.
Right.
I believe we have the resources. We have enough guys who have went off to college and been there and seen it and done that. That's willing to pour back into our kids. But everybody's divided.
Okay. And, all right.
That's what the talent.
So you saying you hitting on something.
What you doing right now with this coaching clinic? Put it together. And let's see how many people show up Saturday. Let's just see.
I mean that's interesting because y'all remember somebody that we all know and love, Coach Dave Bryant. I'm gonna forever ever talk about him because all he ever tried to do was help. That's it. Whatever gym he walked in, Whatever football game was at, whatever school he was walking through, all he ever tried to do was help. And that's the mentality and attitude that I'm trying to have in this day and time, even though I'm still competing to win myself. But at the same time, our children need us to be the best version of ourselves, which requires us to make sure that we walking right ourselves, you know what I'm saying, in our relationships. Now, mind you, we don't get that right all the time, man. It is what it is. We humans. We gonna mess up, we gonna make mistakes. But ultimately, what we want to do is, man, is make sure we got a united front. Yes, I want to bust both of y'all heads when we play each other. But after it's over with, it's all love. We talk X's and O's, we talk program development, we talk about life, family, all those things. And it's not a disdain there. You know what I'm saying? Like we're supposed to compete. Some of the best battles I've had were the people I respected the most. Jeremiah Williams, Coach Sykes, Coach Mac Jones. We had dog fights. We was trying to kill each other, but those also are the most respectful relationships. You know what I'm saying? Then when Coach Deans came to town, I never coached against you as a head coach yet, Coach Collins, but when Coach Deans came to town and he went to Green Oaks, he went to Captain Street, we had battles. And like I said, and those were the best games because we had so much respect for each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when it comes down to on the middle school side, like we have some people in the comments talking about, it's the adults.
Yeah.
That's where the framework comes from. Coach with purpose. What is my purpose? What am I trying to do as a coach? After that, team that I have, how do I get the most out of that team? How do I get the most out of them? And at the clinic, what we're doing is trying to set that tone with championship-minded coaches to help those that are coming along to understand how to develop that mentality and how to develop programs at our middle school levels and little league so the kids are getting taught the most so that they can maximize themselves when they get in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's really not that hard. It just come down, what's your motive? What is your motive? Because you really, you after so long, what you really about starts to be exposed.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't let you have a little adversity. You're really gonna get exposed then. Gonna get exposed.
So, Coach Deans, do you think it's on the high school coach to make this happen, or the middle school coach to make it happen? What y'all think? Is it on the high school coach or the middle school coach to make that happen? Y'all hear me?
I'm gonna put it on the high school coach. You hear me?
Okay.
And this why. I think the high school coaches they know what schools, for the most part, feed into that high school. From middle school, elementary. What you can do is be visible. Take a little time. Show your face. Well, speak to kids. Speak to the middle. What you trying to do with that program?
Mm-hmm.
And that could be a start. And then maybe you can make some practices, or you and the coach can sit down and have a talk. Say, hey man, this is what we're trying to do here. This is what we're trying to do here, there, and go from there. Because I'm seeing it with some of these like Calvary and Evangels, like they football programs and baseball. They starting these kids out young.
Mm-hmm.
7 and 8, 8, 9, 9 and 10. It's a small pup, and you can kind of they can be familiar and they can understand what's your philosophy or what you plan on doing. You ain't gotta teach them everything, but just the basics. You can start that at the elementary level, and they can ride at the middle school. When you get to you're ahead of the curve, somewhat.
So you think the high school?
You don't have many colleges in Shreveport, Bossier.
Okay. So you think it's the high school coaches that need to be the ones that set the tone with the middle school coaches in order to try to bridge that gap and whatever that needs to be developed. Coach Deans, you think it's on the high school coach, or think the middle school coaches should be reaching out more? Like, how do you feel about that? Oh, no, I don't hear you. No, I still can't hear you.
Yeah, he mute.
Yeah, you muted some kind of way. Let me see if it's something I can see. Yeah, you up over here. You're not muted, so something happened.
But I think that could be a start, though. I mean, it's gonna be, and then it's up to the middle school coaches and young coaches, to embrace that. Embrace it, like, hey man, okay, let me try to do this and do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the disconnect right there, in my opinion. Man, I ain't doing that stuff, man. That's me.
Yeah, I feel you, man. It take a lot of humility. You know what I'm saying? It take a lot of humility to make it work on both parts. I think there's a bridge there that could be gapped. Let me see. There could be gap there. On both ends. Like, here go coach coming back. All right, there we go. Yeah, we can't hear you, bro. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I see your mouth moving, but I definitely don't hear anything. Man, I gotta have my boy.
You definitely want to hear what he got to say.
I know it, man. Shoot. Yeah, I see his mouth moving, but we ain't get nothing. God dog. That's all right, man. It happens. Like I said, hey, we ain't professional podcasters. We just in here chopping it up. That's it. I hate that, man. God dog. Hey, some else things you can do. You can take that link and copy it and paste it to your email and put it up on your laptop if you got a laptop. Yeah, you can try that. Yeah, I think he's going to get his laptop. Well, for me, Coach Collins, I've been on both sides of it, man. And so, like I said, my intention as a middle school coach was for them to be ready for high school. And I was able to accomplish that, with the guys that I had, man, back when I did middle school basketball. And sometimes everybody's not going to play varsity in ninth grade. That's one thing, too, is that a lot of times, sometimes everybody expected their kid to play varsity in ninth grade, but they don't even understand how good freshmen have to be in order to come in and play at that level. You know what I'm saying? That's not an easy thing. People make it seem like it's so easy. I heard Tyrus Thomas talking. Matter of fact, I think it was during y'all's game I watched on TV, and he was one of the commercials, and he was saying how when he came in as a ninth grader at McKinley, man, he was happy. He was happy to put on that freshman jersey. You know what I'm saying? He was happy to put that JV jersey on and work his way up. You know what I'm saying? He said that's the way it was. He said you ain't walking in as a ninth grader jumping on varsity. Everybody think freshmen got to play. You know what I'm saying? And so we're not saying that freshmen can't play, because I played a seventh grader varsity. You know what I'm saying? So we're not saying that. All we're saying is that, man, the development portion, we're just skipping over that and saying, well, the kid got such physical ability, he should play. But, man, the way the game is played, man, the physicality, the fundamentals, the footwork, the jump stops, the head fakes, being in gaps, blocking out, all that stuff, man, that's development. And that's the kind of stuff, man, when I was in middle school, we ran one offense. We ran one offense. It had two different setups. It was a 1-3-1 setup and a 2-1-2 setup, and it was the same offense. That's what we did, because it didn't matter about the offense. It was all about the skill that went into it.
Right.
Left hand layup, right hand layup.
Yeah.
Being able to finish with both hands. finishing with contact, jump stops, head fakes, pivots, being able to pivot all ways. It don't matter what you run in middle school. If your guys are skilled, you know what I'm saying? They skilled, it don't matter. Those things you got it back.
Man.
And now your phone tripping, Justin.
Yeah, Dean the math guy.
There you go. I hear you now. There you go. I'm mad about Dean's, man.
I got home now.
Yeah. I hate to close out like this with his phone tripped out on us, man. Let's see. Okay. We can't figure it out. Well, anyway, man, we just wanted to talk a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to chop it up a little bit and talk about some of the things that we're gonna bring up at the clinic on Saturday. So, man, I'm excited about you coming in, Coach Collins, and filling in and sharing your insight. We're gonna have a panel discussion there, talk about modern coaching challenges, middle school development, parent relationships, all those things, man. Longevity in coaching, Coach Casey Jones, your arch nemesis now, go be in the house. So Coach Deans, man, I know you got an appointment on Saturday that you got to be at, man, and we pray for you to be safe on the road.
I'm sick of it.
Be safe on the road, man, and hope you have a safe trip and do what you need to do down there. And, man, we're going to go ahead and shut this thing down and encourage the coaches to come out, man. And on Saturday, you can register at the clinic as well. So if you don't register online, you can register at the clinic. We're going to have breakfast. We're going to have lunch. We're going to have great speakers, man. So, man, I appreciate you guys. And, man, we'll catch up. Man, much love to both of y'all, man. Y'all mean a whole lot to me, and I appreciate y'all for stepping up and being here to help me make this coaching clinic a success. All right. So, man, all right, Collins, you tell everybody good night, man.
Man, appreciate you for what you're doing, brother. Appreciate you, man.
All right, my dude. Okay, hey, check the text line. He just told us what happened. I see what happened now. All right, man. Y'all take it easy there.
All right.